Hi, it's Nancy, and I'm sort of glam naturaling my goat rodeo over 40 princessness. The reason I'm not in my lab is because one, it's full of soap. Every surface is covered with soap. We have a show Saturday, so it's all getting wrapped to go to the show. And it's out and covered, and I don't have room for my computer, and for some reason, I've told you before, I'm having a really hard time uploading from my video camera, which is a shame because this makes my voice sound even more nasally and god-awful than it already is. But I had to share some stuff with you. The first one is going to be a review for 6 colors from TKB Trading. That's tkbtrading.com. I told you, when I start talking about my business, I don't have a problem telling you who my suppliers are, because they're not selling finished formulas. Well, TKB does have a series of finished formulas that are very nice. A lot of them contain bismuth oxychloride, which can be irritating to some people. However, bismuth in and of itself is not the horrible nightmare people think it is. It's got a funky shape that can be irritating to some people, and when you take a brush and you have to buff it in really hard, sometimes the brush can give you micro tears in your skin. That's where its reputation comes from. It's a fairly large molecule. You have to really push. But it's not going to have arsenic in it. It's not a carcinogen. Sometimes everybody knows something and everybody's wrong. Okay? Find out where everybody gets their information from and where they get their information from. Learn to know what the difference between a good scientific survey and a bad one. Don't just rely on information from people that you hear around and about, because very often that's wrong. Okay, so these are my quick reviews. Actually, I have 7 items to review. Okay, first, negatives. TKB, I've already told you, this is not cotton candy. Their cotton candy used to be, now this looks almost tangerine-ish. It used to be this gorgeous pink color. And I haven't opened this yet, but, you know, I mean, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to see that this is not pink. It's, even on my monitor, it's got an orange cast to it. It's like a peach. It's almost like Fendi orange from the Conservatoire, which is not what I was expecting cotton candy to look like. This is reformulated because they found their old formula. Get rid of the old formula and find the medium formula. That's what I say. They also got an off-spec antique silver, which they call chamoisi. This is brown. This is not silver in any light. Again, I have not opened it, so maybe it will surprise me out of bag, but I just somehow don't think so. This is definitely a brown color with some silver and some green in it. That doesn't mean it's a bad color. I love this color. I would love for TKB to keep it. It's beautiful. It's just not silver, and doesn't look anything like the picture they took. So just be aware of that. Okay? There's your notation. They also got an off-spec satin white. Keep it! Keep it, keep it, keep it. It's beautiful. I can tell just from looking in the bag. It's a keeper. Again, I haven't opened the bag yet. It's not gone into the formulary. It's just, it's got to be batched. I'll put a batch number on here still. But, yeah, it's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. These 3 colors look like white. Now, the one I like best, these are her new Star Brights collection, and they're gorgeous. They also have a huge puff factor. I opened these with my gloves and mask on yesterday, and I'm really glad I was wearing a mask. So, poof. These are an ounce each, and they're heavy, so an ounce doesn't look like a lot, but it actually is. Because you're not going to need much of this in a makeup, and you wouldn't use this alone. Because, you know, this alone is not makeup. When people buy this and they try to pack it in and they say it's pigment, and it's not. First of all, this is mica. Mica will never give you the depth of color that a pigment or an oxide will. So you need to find a pigment or an oxide to back it. That's part of the challenge of being a formulator. Duh. Here, you know, with the chamoisi, I have the advantage of being able to use brown, yellow, umber. I don't know what she calls her umber. It's kind of medium brown. Any colors of the browns. Green would work in here as a pigment backing. It's beautiful. These, you know, are not on your own kinds of things. These go into other things. These go into eyeshadows. This one does really turn green, gold, purple. It's gorgeous. Got Sharika Moon. This is Mirinda Star and Shanira Sun. I'm sorry. This one is, yeah, there's a greenish cast here too. They all look like white powders until you put them on, and they all turn different colors. The one that's the most unique is the Mirinda Star. But these two are beautiful too. And if you mix them with another color, you can really see the color shift. They almost need to be in candlelight. If you put them all in together, two of them look very similar, and they're not. They just look that way unless you're in candlelight. These are very poofy. They are not meant to be used alone. They are meant to have something to adhere them to your eye with. May I suggest magnesium mirror straight at 3%. That's what I use. Any idiot that knows how to read an inky can tell I'm using it between 2 and 5%. So I might as well just tell you. I use magnesium mirror straight at 3%. I use other things too. They're not fillers. They're there for a reason. Magnesium mirror straight makes it stick like glue to your eye. Plus, use my primer potion, which hasn't been released yet. It's really good. So these get an A plus. This gets an A because it's gorgeous, but it's not what it's supposed to be. D. I'm sorry, Kyla. D. Off spec, says it's off spec. A plus. Keep getting it in. Now for the cool thing. I got borosilicate beaker sets. 2 of them. Eye of Newt, Tail of Frog, Will of Bat, Tongue of Dog, and Adder's Fork. I think actually Adder's Fork should probably go into, and Blind Worm's Sting in a small one, don't you think? Blizzard's like, this would be good for a Howlet Swing. Yeah. If you don't know what play that's from, shame on you. Look it up. I'm not telling you. Anyway, these came from Lotion Crafter. A plus 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 plus. They're not completely shatterproof, but they can take the heat, baby. They can take the heat. I would still never put lye solution in anything that's glass. It's got to be heavy-duty plastic. Lye solution will etch and eat glass. And one day, your Pyrex glass will explode in your kitchen. I promise you. I've seen it happen. Have a great day. Keep learning. Be sassy, fabulous.